Here's problem 39 from section 4.8. They asked us to solve it algebraically. So it's 2x squared plus 4 is greater than or equal to 9. Since there is not a b term, I can go ahead and solve this by subtracting that 4 first from both sides, and then dividing by 2. And then I will take the square root of both sides. So when I do that, I get x is greater than or equal to the square root of 5 over the square root of 2. We do have to rationalize that. So x is greater than or equal to is the square root of 10 over 2. Using a calculator, you can figure out that that is approximately 1.58. One important thing we need to do is make sure when we take that square root, we do the plus and minus root. We did not have to reverse our inequality symbol because we didn't divide by a negative anywhere. So our roots are approximately greater than or equal to positive or negative root 10 over 2, which is approximately plus or minus 1.58. So to solve this algebraically, what we're going to do is we're going to do that quick little sketch of a number line here, and we'll put down our two answers. I'm going to use the decimal here. So negative 1.58 and then positive 1.58. Now we'll pick three values. I'm going to pick let's see, negative 10. 0 is a nice one, and then we'll do positive 10 here. So I'm going to go ahead and test these values into that inequality to see if it's true or not. So when I put negative 10 in there, I get 2 times negative 10 squared. I'm just going to go with that one, is greater than or equal to 5. So 100 times 2 is 200. Is that greater than or equal to 5? Yes. So this is where we have some solutions. If I put 0 in there, is 0 greater than or equal to 5? No. If I go ahead and put a positive 10 in there, is 200 greater than or equal to 5? Yes. So my solutions fall here and here. Is it opened or closed circle? Well, because it's greater than or equal to, it's closed circle. So now we're going to write that in Set Builder, x such that. I'm going to write it first using the decimals, then I'll write it as the square roots. So I'm going to have x has to be less than or equal to negative 1.58, or x is greater than or equal to 1.58. And I can write it with negative root 10 over 2, or x is greater than or equal to positive root 10 over 2. If you had a calculator for a question like this, decimal would be fine. If you didn't have a calculator, I definitely would just use the radicals and figuring out what square root of 10 is.